At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Was Sam her dad then? Sam was her dad. Was her mom's dad. Mm-hmm.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
I have no idea.
This would be
so
the
confused. I would do a little hidey hole like that.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
So Louis is her brother. Sanjay is her dad.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
flowers.
Louis.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Man, he's old.
Louis, Milton, Edith. Everyone had their own little flower thing. This is a big house, man.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
So every time someone died, they would close up the room, and then they would build a new portion of the house for family members that were gonna continue on. So interesting.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Almost
Classroom.
fact or fiction or family history.
That's cool.
Wow.
But it didn't last.
Aw.
A little laptop.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Aww. It's interesting, we still haven't went into the library yet. Because the library was locked up. Milton.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
That'd be me.
Oh, poo.
I'm the painter. I would just have this whole room just full of paintings. You would have to go on selling them.
I would have to do what?
Go on selling them. Whoa. Let's see what art he did. Sames.
Books.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Heck yeah. Can you go on that? Yeah. Oh, the star. And we're not even at the top of it yet.
We're not.
No, it goes up there further.
Oh, wow.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Magic.
Oh, heck yeah, one of these things. that door he painted.
You went through the door. You never came back.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
And that's interesting because you see that door in the. You just saw that door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's freaky.
I think her mom is Dawn.
Yeah.
And then Sanjay's her dad. And then,
Okay, I get now.
yeah. Gus is an uncle or something? A few uncles?
I'm interested on like what's like
Who's Edie, the great grandma?
yeah, like all that nonsense down there.
It's a lot of nonsense.
Like what is that?
Anyway.
Yeah, Edie's like really old. Well, was.
Yeah.
Assuming she's gone now. Because I feel like this is like the point where she's like the last family member.
Yeah. Oops.
That'd be me though. Either hidey hole or this.
Or the hidey hole?
Yeah, her mom had that hidey hole. Hidey hole or tower.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Interesting.
Down the door.
Yeah, I don't think you can. Can you go
Out this door?
down or up? Or are you supposed to leave through the window again, or?
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Didn't want it getting out.
So I think up there, maybe now? You have to go all the way back around.
Yeah, like we'll get around here. Thank you, like.
So you see those stairs?
Yeah.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
I remember who Lewis is.
Her other brother.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
So this is
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Ah, he's the stoner.
He's. Oh, I see it.
You had to find another way.
Oh, I was like, what?
Man, I could not. How?
She just climbs and climbs, man.
And pregnant too? Like. But not only that, like, who in their right mind? Like, this is for children, right? Like, children had to live up here and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no wonder that people have gone missing. They probably fell off the house. Like, what the heck?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Drugs?
Yeah.
I like the light, though. I have to
Me
admit.
too. That is cool.
That's really cool.
I can't believe this room is a boat.
Yeah, this looks so cool. Like,
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
No pun intended.
no, but yeah, I was like, too soon.
Dear Mrs. Finch, As Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Ow, I bet he got his hand cut off.
Cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Cut off hand?
We're not gonna cut off the hand yet.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to bring out. Or do.
wander.
Oh, there we go. So you're controlling that character.
Oh!
And you're cutting the fish at the same time.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
And it's hard to do both.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
I think that's the point. That he did this.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
A doggy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Remember, this is in his mind.
I know.
And songs for them to play.
Aww. Seems like a very generous person.
He talked about starting a band.
That's a big band, man.
And he was always humming something. imagination grew stronger.
I think that interesting
He no
that
longer spoke at the cannery.
interesting that even in his
But
visions
his
there's
chopping was
fish.
as reliable as ever.
Yeah, I see it.
Then one day it struck him
Something struck it.
that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh Lord.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Minneapolis. Louis.
Oh, he forgot.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing off.
Lost his mind, huh? Prince and some
Beautiful prince. The prince was on his own quest for
I want rainbows. Rainbows! There we go.
radiant rainbows.
Rainbow! Rainbow! I missed it. Rainbow!
What the heck?
He followed the sound of his
Electric sitars. Ooh, a harp. I want a harp.
silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
That already chopped.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. began to forget the world we know.
Ah, that's his locker.
Yep. Wait, hold up. Go back in there. Go back there. Go back
Was
there.
there something in there?
Look down for a minute. Oh, just the game station thing.
Oh.
Alright, you can continue on.
Oh, he's gonna die
I think
here,
it pained
isn't
him to remember Lewis, a cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
He's gonna kill himself, isn't he? Get him.
Up the stairs, maybe?
Okay, I just wanted to look around. He's gonna die.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who insisted on advising him. His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Ah, his head's gonna get chopped off.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
So not his hand got chopped off, but his head got chopped off.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
So that was all just because of drug abuse, and then he tried to go through therapy, but it didn't work. His mind was already gone.